So we enter the best, most well-designed maps in all of Fire Emblem. Desert maps. I'm being sarcastic. Each tile marked as desert here costs extra movement points for most units as they sink into the sand. 3 movement points per tile for paladins, generals, archers, and ballisticians, 4 movement for cavaliers, a whopping 5 for horsemen, and 2 for every other kind of unit. The only units who get off easy are flyers and anybody using tomes or staves. They take no movement penalty at all from desert. Fortunately, there's a pretty clear pathway of normal terrain, these plains that don't slow us down at all the way from the start to the castle. Unfortunately, this guy is also here, Garnef the Sorcerer, one of the main villains of this game. He also can't be harmed in this chapter, and he's going to come chasing after us with his stupidly overpowered Imhulu tome and his 18 speed. Actually, it's 16. He gets weighed down by 2 from his book. If we survive for 6 turns, he'll leave. There are also a ton of mages in this chapter, which is part of the reason I picked up the Pure Water last time. You really start to feel the lack of res on your units in this chapter if you don't take these guys seriously. And it wouldn't be a complete chapter if there weren't some Draco Knights flying towards us from the beginning, too. The boss of the castle is some generic bishop with a swarm tome, which has 3 to 10 range. He's annoying, but make no mistake, Garnef is the real threat of this chapter. For the first 6 turns, anyway. Then the real threat is dragging everyone to the treasures and up to the north without accidentally wandering into the range of too many things. But I've got a plan for dealing with Garnef, and that plan's name is Sita. Let's get started. I was scared by the 3% crit chance that the mage had, but I think he should have been more scared of Astrum. Let's see if we can bait out this bishop. Make sure we stay out of the swarm range, but how far can we go before getting in any real danger? Pretty far. Well, let's play it safe for now. Just go on the edge of the bishop's range. Minerva's going to be pretty good at dogfighting with the Draco Knights as they come down. And while the Paladins do get slowed down, they're still useful enough, and they have so much movement that taking 3 for each space of desert isn't too bad. I'll just try to keep them out of the desert when I can. Alright, Pella. Now the plan here is to block off Garnef at this bridge with Sita. If she drinks a Pure Water, she has pretty good resistance. A Pure Water gives 7, which decreases by 1 each turn. And that bumps her up to 13, I believe. So, and then she has enough health to pretty much hold off Garnef for a few turns, and we can heal her up if it need be. Problem is, if I leave her within range of the Draco Knights, she's going to have a problem. So let me see if I can take them out on this turn, and maybe this mage too. With the Javelin, she has 16 attack. These guys have 10 defense, so that's 12. Not quite, but maybe with... This will be tough. Okay, let's leave Sita out of their range for now and start bringing in some guys who can actually do a lot more damage to them. What's this mage's range? Okay. Put Astrum here with the Silver Sword. Actually, give him the Worm Slayer. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But Abel here with the Silver Lance. Just have to be careful, because the mages move much further than you'd think they do. Ogma can hand off the Worm Slayer to Astrum. And if they're stupid enough to attack him, although they're going to be, they have javelins, they're going to be attacking at 1 to 2 range. Alright, guess we got ranged weapons online. Everyone else can move up as far as they're comfortable with. Start picking these guys off before they start making trouble for us. That'll be good experience. Okay, that should set him up for a kill next turn. And we can probably do that too with George or somebody. Here he comes! Yeah, he can't cross water. So what we're gonna do, we actually don't need to use the pure water this turn. Instead, we can use the barrier staff, which has the same effect. Plus gives Maria some experience. So you can see, no matter what we do, we cannot damage Garnef. Not because his defense is high, but just because Imhulu nullifies all damage, which is really rude. We'll leave her with a javelin so that she can respond on this mage if he attacks her. Which he might not, she doesn't have enough res to even take any damage, but he also doesn't have any other targets. So that effectively blocks off Garnef from coming at us. I don't think he might try to loop around the other way, but more likely he's just going to keep trying to kill Sita, and we'll just keep healing her up if that happens. We do, however, have to take out these guys. Can we just straight up kill the boss right now? Let's try. Yep. Maybe we should pull the White Wings over to help out here. There's actually not that many enemies left on the map, but yeah, I mean they're more needed here than there. Minerva's gonna take out that Draco Knight pretty easily. Could do with some healing too. I was gonna set that up for Marth, but Pala's probably gonna make better use of the experience anyway. I don't think Marth can be salvaged at this point. Very good. And ready for promotion. And a Recover Staff, which fully heals someone. B rank. Which is good, because Lena's at that, and Maria should be there soon. Oh, we've got a little while to go. Let's get Marth moving. And we'll start drawing down this mage, at least. I know the other Draco Knights and mages are going to start coming eventually. Julian's going to stand here because he needs to prepare to run straight for this treasure room once Garneff's out of the way. Six damage, 49% hit. It does look really cool though, I'll give him that. We're gonna break our javelin if we're not careful. That's okay, we can unequip it after this turn. Well, I stand corrected. We need to keep the javelin on her. Who would win? One ancient sorcerer with unlimited power, or one resistance-buffed hydrated girl? You can shoot rocks at him. Minerva rules these skies, not you. I mean, we're here, might as well. You know, Law of Averages states that he should have missed this or the last attack. Yeah, sure, go for Abel instead. Works for me. Just suicide into him. It's A rank lances? Looks like it. What turn is it? Turn 5. So he should be leaving next turn. Sita will take 8 damage this turn, so she's still fine. Hey, she finally leveled magic. That's good. Thanks, villager. You're a lot nicer than the other guy who told us to shoo. Let's send the White Wings over. Start taking out some of the mages over there and stuff. The rest of the boys don't have much else to do, so we'll just send them north. There'll be some reinforcements coming out of these forts. This one specifically, I think the Draco Knights come out of it. And mages spawn in Garnef's treasure room over here for a few turns after he leaves. Well, starting now, but it won't be a big deal. We'll have Sita and George go over to cover Julian while he's robbing it. And it shouldn't take Marth too long to get to the throne. We're actually gonna... I put the silver card in the convoy, so we'll have Minerva pull it out and go shopping, since she can get to the shops pretty quickly. Now, if this one hits, I know there's some shenanigans afoot. There we go. What a waste of a javelin. Keep forgetting to unequip it. And now it's worth keeping it on. That's okay, it was a full use one anyway. Oh man, I just can't kill this one Falcon Knight. What's going on? Another rapier, huh? I forgot how many rapiers this game threw at you. Maybe I'll actually forge one in the future. Marth would appreciate that. Maybe he'll actually be able to kill things again. Let's get a couple more javelins, we're kind of running low. Got a lot more lance users recently. Alright, Marth's gonna chill here until we get done shopping and everything. And looting the chests, come to think of it. Good job, Sita. Once again, you're the MVP. Katria saves the day. Not really, just Sita could have handled it, I just want Katria to get more experience. Alright, Julian, do what you do best. Right after we get this out of your way. Good level. Another energy drop, that's +2 strength on somebody. Nothing I'm really worried about here. If we need steel weapons, I think we're pretty good on them right now. If we need more, we'll have other opportunities to buy them. Now this is the real reason you want to go shopping in Khadein, because they got all the tomes. All of them. Let's pick up a couple of Elfires. And maybe an extra Bolganone. These don't have very many uses, so each one is useful. Let's just check this last one with Ogma to make sure it's worth our time going in there with heal, mend, vulnerate, pure water. I guess we could pick up a couple extra half-off mend stabs. It's not a bad idea. Plus, Julian needs to take one more turn to steal anyway. Anybody else need healing? Astrum, get over here. And a talisman. That's a stat booster that raises resistance by 2. That would have been useful. Thank you. Alright, I think that's it. And just for the fun of it, we'll shoot a rock at this guy. Probably not gonna hit. Nope, didn't think so. But like most weapons, it doesn't use up a use unless it actually hits, so that didn't really matter. Alright, looks like we're good. No other houses. Checked all the shops, bought what we needed. Took out everyone. Alright, let's get going. Alright, looks like we've got our mission. Thanks for joining me this chapter, and I'll see you guys next time.